Thu Nga của đài truyền hình SBTN Texas xin kính chào quý khán giả. Hôm nay chúng tôi có một buổi hội luận rất là đặc biệt và những người khách mời cũng rất là đặc biệt. Đó là ông thị trưởng của Arlington cũng như là ông Matthew và ông là giám đốc của Asia Times Square. Và hôm nay thì thưa quý vị và chúng tôi có một buổi nói chuyện đặc biệt và mời quý vị nghe cái đề tài mà đặc biệt này như thế nào, đó là về cái Stadium Rangers. Hello Mr. Mayor and hello Matthew. Would you like to say hello to the audience, please?
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you, Tina, for having us here. It's a privilege always to be on the SBTN network.
Dạ, vâng, và thưa quý vị thì trong những tháng ngày qua thì chúng ta cũng nghe ở trên news về cái việc mà Rangers là một cái vận động trường mà người ta đang bàn cãi là coi là có nên là giữ tại Arlington hay là nên move đi nơi khác. Mr. Mayor, how about the early vote for the Rangers coming out?
Well, we're having a huge voter turnout, and we're very excited about the support to keep the Rangers there in Arlington.
Okay, and how about you? How do you feel about the election, about the vote yes? Because I saw you, you wore a shirt, vote yes.
Yeah, I'm probably wearing the keep the Rangers here in Arlington, and Asia Times Square is the voting poll, and we've seen record voters coming out, and I feel very positive about keeping the Rangers in Arlington because we need to keep the Rangers in Arlington.
Why we want to keep the Rangers in Arlington?
Well, of course, they help all of our businesses. They bring in 2.5 million visitors a year. In addition to that, they create $77 million worth of economic impact each and every year, and they provide 2,000 jobs. Those are all so important to keep our economy moving.
Vâng, thưa quý vị, thì chúng tôi cũng vừa hỏi anh Matthew cũng như là ông thị trưởng của Arlington là vì cái lý do gì mà mình lại muốn giữ cái vận động trường Rangers ở Arlington thay vì là mua đi chỗ khác. Thì ông cũng nói rằng nếu mà có vẫn giữ cái vận động trường đó ở tại Arlington thì tăng thêm tiền cho thành phố cũng như là có rất là nhiều job và mở ra, và nhờ anh Matthew là có thể bổ túc thêm.
Yeah, keeping the Texas Ranger here is going to help the Asian business owner in general. I think as Asian business owner, we shouldn't just rely on the Asian community. I think the only way I can speak for myself. I know Hong Kong market been in business for 30 years, and Asia Times Square been in business almost 10. But the only way we're able to grow is because we're going to be able to get the business from all those tourists coming in town. So I think having business outside our city help us sustain or grow our business. So I think it's extremely important to keep the Rangers. And for a selfish reason, I was telling Mayor earlier, I love the Texas Ranger. My family opened our business in 1985. I like to go to a Rangers game, but I like to go with my family. Unfortunately, when I take my wife and daughter and son, we try to get the best seats available in the month of July. I end up sitting there by myself because it's too hot. And my daughter and my wife would go shopping instead. And then I just sit there by myself. And so if we have the new stadium with a roof, a dome over there, it'd be great. It'd be a great time for the entire family.
Là anh nói rằng nếu mà Ranger ở đây đó thì chúng ta cũng biết rằng không có phải giúp cho những cái business của người Á Đông của chúng ta giúp rất là nhiều, nhưng mà giúp hết cho tất cả những cái business khác. Và ngoài ra thì anh cũng rất là mê cái Ranger, Texas Ranger, và anh cũng hay đi dẫn vợ con đi tới đó. Tuy nhiên cái Ranger, the old Ranger Stadium is too hot because without roof. Yeah. Why don't we just put the roof instead of doing the new one?
Well, we did look at putting a roof on the old one, but it was way too expensive to put a roof on it. And the Rangers would be out of the ballpark for 2 years with no place to play. So we have the opportunity now to be able to save our existing ballpark and repurpose it for restaurants and retail and youth sports, and then to have a retractable roof new ballpark that will also be a special event center, much like the Cowboy Stadium is right now, where we bring in a lot of events year-round.
So we just keep the old one, but we're not going to use for the game. but it's for the other business. Is that right?
Yes. Yes.
Like, oh.
Yeah, and it's a great thing. I'm like what the mayor is saying is, you know, in order for the city of Arlington to put a roof on the existing, they can't.
Too expensive.
It's too expensive, and then where's the Rangers going to be playing at? We need the Rangers to keep on playing in Arlington. One of the things that I want to reiterate is that there's no new taxes.
Yeah. I was to ask that.
I mean, that's a wonderful thing right here.
Right.
We're going to be able to keep the Rangers for another 30, 40 more years, and it's not an increase on sales tax. Now, Mayor, you can correct me if I'm wrong. If the Rangers not here, and then for the city of Arlington to continue to improve on the infrastructure, the roads, and keep servicing the community, there's a possibility of having to increase taxes, maybe property taxes. And
if we keep the old one.
If we lose the Rangers, you know, and
okay.
Of course there's always a good chance or good possibility of the Rangers leaving if we don't vote yes. So it's very, very important for everybody to vote yes to keep the Rangers.
And picking up on what Matthew said, if we vote yes, you won't be spending any more after this passes than you are right now. There's zero increase in your taxes.
Yeah, but the thing that Matthew just said, if we had a new Rangers here, no increased tax. But if we lose, why we have a more tax?
Because we make so much money off of tourism that helps keep our property tax rates down. In fact, Arlington has one of the lowest property tax rates anywhere because we have such a big tourism industry, and the Rangers are a big part of that.
Right.
Okay.
And I'm not saying it will, I'm saying the chance of it.
It's a chance. Thưa quý vị, và Rangers nếu mà ở lại Arlington rất là một cái điều rất là quan trọng, và cũng như là Matthew và ông Mayor cũng đã nói rằng nếu mà có cái New Rangers, Texas New Rangers đó, thì không có phải increase tax, tức là tax không có raise lên để cho quý vị phải lo lắng. Tại vì phần đông đó, quý vị lo lắng là nếu mà chúng ta có một cái xây dựng một cái gì mới đó thì tax nó sẽ lên. Nhưng mà Matthew với ông thị trưởng nói rằng không có cái điều đó. Và nếu mà bây giờ chúng ta put một cái roof, tức là cái mái đó, cho cái old Ranger, Texas Ranger thì tốn rất là nhiều tiền. Vì vậy cho nên là chúng ta cần keep cái Rangers in Arlington. Tại vì cái đó là làm cho tiền cũng đi vào trong thành phố nhiều hơn, mà tax thấp hơn nữa. Và cái property tax is very low in Arlington if we have the new Texas Rangers.
That's correct.
Okay. Why we don't have why we not increase tax if we do the new Rangers? Usually when we build the new one in the city, any city, the tax would be up. Why? What's the reason?
Well, I think one of the, I'm just going to brag about the city of Arlington, what the mayor is saying, doing. They're able to pay off their Cowboy Stadium, right? And so that tax that they were able to pay off early, they're going to use that same money to move it over to build the new the Rangers Stadium, and so there's no increase in no new sales tax. You're correct, but I think the other thing is that the city of Arlington and the Texas Ranger work out a deal that's a win-win for both parties, and so that's why they're not that's why we are able to just build a new stadium with no new taxes.
No new taxes.
Yeah.
Have more.
Yes, very excited there to be able to do that. That was so important for us, to be able to take the same sales tax that has paid off the Cowboy Stadium 10 years early, and now our voters will have the opportunity to vote to move it over to be able to build this new ballpark, and there will be zero increase in your taxes because we're using the same ones that are paying off Cowboy Stadium early.
Yeah, because before, remember when we have the new Cowboy Stadium, and the people thought about a new tax raise, but at last we won, so we have the Cowboy Stadium. So this time we need to vote yes.
Absolutely, I think it's very important as Asian business owner.
Yeah.
Near Arlington, we should vote yes.
Yeah. Vâng, thưa quý vị, và một lần nữa thì anh Matthew cũng như là ông Mayor đã khẳng định với quý vị là không có cái việc mà tăng cái tiền thuế khi mà chúng ta có cái New Texas Rangers. Tại vì trước đây thì cái tiền thuế của Cowboy Stadium cũng đã pay off early, 10 years early, right? Yeah.
Yes.
So, lần này thì quý vị chắc chắn rằng không có trả thêm tiền tax. Và quý vị cũng nhớ là khi mà về cái vấn đề mà xây dựng cái stadium, Cowboy Stadium đó, thì mọi người cũng lo lắng về cái việc đó. Tuy nhiên sau khi mà xây rồi đó thì quý vị thấy rằng thành phố Arlington trở nên là một cái nơi mà thu hút rất là nhiều visitor to Arlington because of our building, the new, the famous one like Cowboy Stadium and everything in Arlington. So we draw a lot of visitors. Is that right?
That's right. It's very exciting. In fact, our tourism industry has grown 40%.
40%.
We are now drawing 14 million visitors a year to Arlington. And in fact, that's more than any other city in North Texas. And so we have the opportunity to grow that even more with building this new special events and visitor center, and that helps our city to make money so that we're then able to do a better job of taking care of our streets and police and fire and libraries and parks, but then also to keep our property tax rates. But probably the most important thing is what Matthew said about what it does to the businesses. Matthew, share with them again what it will do for the businesses.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I know I'm going to just speak on behalf of Asia Times Square and Hong Kong Marketplace. We're growing, and the reason we're growing is because of new visitors, new clients coming in. And we cannot really just rely on business, on the residents just in the city of Arlington. The only way we're going to grow our expectation is to have tourism, to bring new business, and with the Texas Ranger having tourism of about 14 million people.
Yeah.
And you know, for Asian business owner, we shouldn't just rely on the Asian community as our clientele.
Yeah.
We need to be welcoming different ethnic groups to come. And like I said, we go to any Vietnamese restaurant nowadays. How often do you just see Asian in there? You see Caucasian, you have African Americans, Hispanics in there. And so we have to be very open-minded and welcoming new group in. Tourism will definitely help.
Yeah.
And that's how we, as an Asian community, can grow as well. We need to take advantage of this.
Yeah. Vâng, thưa quý vị, và với những cái công việc mà phát triển ở Arlington đó, những cái building, những cái business đó, thì chúng ta cũng thấy rằng Arlington bây giờ là thu hút cỡ khoảng là 14 triệu du khách mỗi năm như vậy. Và tất cả những cái business mà giống như anh Matthew vừa mới chia sẻ thì không phải chỉ có cộng đồng Á Châu, mà hết tất cả các cộng đồng đều cũng rất là có hưởng lợi trong những cái vấn đề mà giống như là stadium mà xây dựng. Trước đây thì có Cowboy, rồi bây giờ đó là Texas Ranger. Vì vậy cho nên khi mà quý vị đi vote, early vote hoặc là vote trên cái ngày mà 8 tháng 11 thì chúng ta có một cái phần mà ở trong cái máy của quý vị đó có đề là Texas Ranger vote yes or no, phải không?
Yes.
Thì chúng ta bấm cái chữ mà vote yes để chúng ta có thể là giữ cái Ranger ở tại Arlington. Và một lần nữa khẳng định với quý vị là không có cái chuyện mà tăng cái tiền thuế. Và quý vị nhớ nha, cái chữ yes đó, sau khi mà quý vị đã chọn những người mà tổng thống nào mà quý vị thích, ví dụ như Dân Chủ hoặc là Cộng Hòa, quý vị bầu xong cái phần đó rồi thì quý vị sẽ có một cái phần nữa là bầu cho Texas Ranger ở tại Arlington, thì quý vị vote yes. And well, this is another question beside the Ranger. After you became the mayor of the Arlington, what do you like the most?
Well, without a doubt, I like working with our people. Arlington is the second most diverse city in the state of Texas, and we have become an international city, and I think a big reason for that is the University of Texas at Arlington is there, and people come from all over the world to go to our university. They fall in love with Arlington, and they stay, and their families move here. And it has presented great opportunities for us. And in fact, I'll just compliment our Asian American community because you work so hard, you contribute to the community, and the enthusiasm energizes me. And it has been awesome to make new friends from all over the city. You know, I've been in Arlington for 30 years, but yet this has given me an opportunity to meet a lot of people that I had not met before. And I'm looking forward here to the future as we grow together. Arlington was just selected as the best big city in the South by Money Magazine. And we're very excited about that. You know, our image here in Arlington is really going up, and we are the 50th largest city in the United States. And we want to continue to improve our community, and that's why we want to make sure that we don't lose one of our biggest economic engines in the Texas Rangers.
Vâng, thì quý vị cũng biết rằng ông Jeff Williams vừa đắc cử trong cái chức mà vụ thị trưởng, và ông nói rằng ông rất thích Arlington, tại vì Arlington là một trong những cái city mà rất là lớn của miền Nam của Texas, mà Texas là một cái tiểu bang rất là lớn, và ở đó có những cái business, mà có thêm cái trường học UT Arlington nữa, và đây là một cái điều rất là đáng hãnh diện của Arlington. Well, besides that, the Rangers not a benefit for people in Arlington, but benefit for people in Grand Prairie, because the Grand Prairie is very close to the Arlington and in the mid city, so everybody can come. Is that right?
Yeah, absolutely. That's why I'm. First off, I grew up in Arlington. I went to Hutchinson Junior High School, went to Sam Houston High School, graduated at UT Arlington. So Arlington is very dear to me. But now my business is actually in Grand Prairie,
right?
And we're just next door to each
right.
other. And of course, when the Rangers is having a game, the Cowboys having a game, all that business also overflow into Grand Prairie. And so, I do want Asia Times Square, now Asian business owner, to be successful as well. And so having the Rangers here will help the city of Grand Prairie or any other neighboring city next to the city of Arlington. It's going to help the Tarrant County, obviously, because we're in Tarrant County. So I don't see any negative about about this. Now, I do want to remind everyone that, yes, please go vote. But voting to keep the Texas Ranger in Arlington is only for the Arlington residents. And so if you live in Arlington, go out there and vote yes.
Yeah. Nhưng mà quý vị nào mà muốn vote yes thì dĩ nhiên là phải là resident của Arlington. Còn vâng, thưa quý vị, thì đây là một cái điều mà rất là quan trọng. Vì vậy cho nên là quý vị nhớ đi vote cho tổng thống, và quý vị ở Arlington thì nhớ là vote yes for Rangers.
The Texas Rangers have now become one of the best franchises in the major leagues, and they do bring in a lot of money to our city. So lots of other cities would love to have them move to their community. So now is our time for Arlington to take care of business and vote yes to keep the Rangers here for the next 40 years.
Next 40 years, and what after next 40 years we will have more.
Absolutely.
we will think about it later.
We say vote yes, that means to vote for the Rangers referendum, and it's the first thing on the ballot. So you'll see a big long legal language there, but it is just voting to move the same taxes we've been using to pay off Cowboy Stadium and move them over to the Rangers. But it'll say for and against, and we want you to vote for.
Yeah, vote for or against it. And beside that, would you tell the audience why the vote very important? Why everybody should vote, go out, should vote, not only for Arlington, but for every elections. Yes.
Yes, it is so important for you to go and express your opinion here in voting. And in fact, this is the presidential election, and the first item on the ballot for Arlington residents is about the Rangers, but then it's followed by the presidential election and many other important initiatives that are on the ballot. And we do want to encourage you to vote here. It will make a difference.
Yeah. I totally agree. And as an Asian American, I want more Asian American to go out and vote. We need to voice our opinion. We came to America because of freedom and opportunity. Let's take advantage of that. Yeah. That's all I can say. Please go out there and vote.
Vâng, thưa quý vị, thì ông Mayor cũng như là anh Matthew kêu gọi quý vị hãy đi bầu. Tại vì đi bầu là một cái quyền lợi mà chỉ có những nước tự do, giống như anh Matthew nói, chúng ta đến đây vì chúng ta đi tìm freedom, đi tìm tự do. Thì ở những cái xứ mà giống như ở Việt Nam, nước Cộng sản thì không có cái quyền mà đi bầu. Vì vậy cho nên là quý vị nhớ là đi bầu. Quý vị đi bầu cho ai đó là quyền của quý vị, nhưng mà đi bầu là một cái quyền lợi và một cái bổn phận của người công dân ở một nước tự do.
Well, thank you for your time spent today and talking about this important initiative to keep the Rangers, and please vote for the Rangers.
Yes, and I want to thank Tina and SBTN for having us here. It's always a privilege to work with you, Tina. It's been good partnership. And I think last night we had a kickoff for Hong Kong Market Music Festival, which we're going to continue to do. But again, I want to thank the audience. I want to thank the Vietnamese community out there for supporting Hong Kong Marketplace in Asia Times Square. But again, I cannot say enough how important it is to vote yes and for keeping the Rangers in Arlington.
Vâng, thưa quý vị, phần phỏng vấn đặc biệt, hội thoại đặc biệt về Texas Ranger thì đến đây xin được tạm ngưng và hẹn gặp lại với quý vị trong chương trình kỳ tới. Thank you Matthew and thank you Mr. Mayor.
Thank you.
Thank you. Xin chào.